because if they like Modern and you say Modern isn't perfect, well, they've invested a lot of money into Modern, which means that if the thing they've invested a lot of money in isn't perfect, then they feel like their investment is invalidated. So they feel like a lot of people take it personally when you say, well, like Modern's fine, like there's people that enjoy it, but I think it would be better if like these things changed. Like, it's okay for different people to enjoy different things. It really is, I promise. Not on the internet, but like in life in general, it's okay for different people to enjoy different things. Steam vents. Could be a lot of things. This Voice of Resurgence is probably excellent. I'm going to start on basic forest here. What do you feel is the plan versus the Devoted Druid combo with this deck? We really don't have a lot of hate bears for that matchup. Hey, Milo 109 with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thanks for kicking us off strong. I do appreciate that. We're playing against Storm. Okay, so what's our game plan against Storm here? Well, that's a Lotus Cobra, so we can actually just have a really strong game plan against Storm because that's a Lotus Cobra, right? So our main deck anti-Storm cards are Sigarda, Heron's Grace, and Meddling Mage. So I think we're doing this Lotus Cobra here, honestly. And then we're going to go ahead and play this land. Always yes, always yield. And we're going to put a Sigarda into play here. No, I think I want to put a Sigarda into play this turn. Take some off of Gifts Ungiven for next turn. Some of these decks have Empty in the main, and I don't have a Staticaster in my main deck, so we'll get Mage next turn. Next turn's gonna be Mage. This turn I'm gonna Rallier this, and then I'm gonna evolve the Rallier into Sigarda. Is my plan. Sigarda also kills them very quickly, which is a nice bonus. Where is she? Right there. Yep, get that. Even clicked on the right one. Also, Sigarda gives my Meddling Mage hexproof for next turn, which is nice. Yep, this hand in fact was a Saheeli away from a turn 2 kill. Not that Sigarda. Sigarda Heron's Grace. The Sigarda is in here explicitly for Storm and Burn. This stops Gifts Ungiven. I guess they can theoretically like Grape Shot this and then Past in Flames this turn, but they have to have a pretty good hand, and being able to accomplish that without casting Gifts Ungiven is pretty difficult, I think. They just like have the Past in Flames and the Grape Shot and are gonna kill me. It'd be really unfortunate if that's the case. If they just like have Past in Flames, Grape Shot naturally, I'm gonna be like, have been better off having played getting the Meddling Mage into play. But they do not. God bless. All right, so what are we doing now? This makes some extra mana. Opponent does not want to play Magic with us anymore. That's unfortunate. By that I mean good riddance. Nice Storm deck. So Unified Will, my Kithkin Advisor, Eidolon of Rhetoric, Glen Elendra, Izzet Staticaster. Avalanche Riders isn't very good. Thragtusk's not very good. Sun Titan's not very good. What else do I not want? Summoner's Pact is fine. Probably don't need Eternal Witness. What else do we want to cut? Last time I was boarding with this, I didn't have these Unified Wills to bring in, so it was a little bit cleaner. Maybe the Summoner's Pact isn't good enough. I could see that being the case. Maybe it's like Pact voice out. It's like if we play Summoner's Pact and they could like kill our things or Blood Moon us and like be really sad. How do you feel about this? Although Voice of Resurgence turning into Glen Elendra is pretty good. They just can't try to cast gifts. It just won't let them target us. Do we want to cut the Reflector Mage? Reflector Mage putting their dork in their hand seems like fine. Like if we just draw it naturally. Like we're never evolving for this, but like drawing it seems okay. How worried are we about Blood Moon? I don't think I'm worried about Blood Moon. Like it kind of sucks for our blue cards, but like at the same time we've got like a lot of basics. We don't even know if they're playing the Blood Moon configuration. I don't think we saw a fetch land. I guess I could check the game log here real quick. It wasn't that long of a game. Windswept Heath plays... They did play Polluted Delta, so Blood Moon is an option for our opponent. But like, I fetched a bunch of basic lands that game, right? Do you think they're going to Blood Moon me? I think Unified Will is fine. Card's pretty reasonable. Yeah, but like it slows them down, right? Like the goal is to slow them down. I'm gonna try this. I could see the fourth voice being better than this Reflector Mage. Could see the fourth voice being better than this Reflector Mage. See a world where that is true. God, this hand's really good with another land, right? And by really good, I mean like kind of okay. Ding, fries are done. I can get basic forest with this just in case they Blood Moon us. I doubt they're going to, but... Yep. So... This turn... We're gonna play the Cobra. And now, do I want... I have a path in my sideboard and I just didn't bring it in this matchup because like a lot of the time if you're pathing this, they're gonna have enough mana to go off anyways. I'm just not a huge fan of it. The question is, do I like play Teaglesworth here? Or do I like play Reflector Mage and have them pick this up? Either of those seem reasonable. This is probably less likely to end up with me dead. This advances my board a little bit better. Second Cobra plus Bird is super wrong. Just super wrong. Like you closed your eyes and of all the lines you picked the worst one. You need to interact with your opponent this turn. This is why the Storm deck's good and is fucking cracked in half, because I have to interact with them this turn. I have to interact with them this turn. So I either need to play Gaddock Teeg or I need to play Reflector Mage. I think I would rather play Reflector Mage. I think the odds of them going off with Baral into Rituals next turn is kind of low. So I think I would rather get the Reflector Mage onto the board here. I think I would rather put Reflector Mage into play. I don't know if this is correct or not. I could see it. I could see it not being correct, but my gut says I want a Reflector Mage this turn, so we're gonna go with my gut. But like the question is like, if they're not starting the turn with the Mana Dork in play, like, do I need to cut them off of those things? I think the answer to that question is no. I feel like the upside to putting the Teeg into play is that it comes with the Birds of Paradise. That's the upside to putting Teeg into play. This is a Baral, I can't even attack, which kind of sucks. Rape Shot. We're killing my mana creatures, I assume, here. Well, this is great for us. And look at that, Teeg would have died. Alright, so we drew a fetch land because we're just like a goddamn professional. So we'll play this Lotus Cobra. We'll play this out. Trigger. I would like to use Lotus Cobra's ability. I would like to make green mana. So we're gonna crack this. We're gonna go Bird Teeg here. Do I want to get another basic forest? I don't think I do, actually. Do I want another white source? I probably want a red source so I can just cast Saheeli if I draw it, right? I feel like that's what I want to do. So yes, I would like to pay 2 health. I want this Lotus Cobra trigger to make white mana. For Teaglesworth, Mr. Teeg out. Bird. Deck you for 2. These are my hate bears. My hate bears are annoying. Yep. Deal. Do I want to hold on to this for now? I feel like I want to hold on to this for now. Let's attack first and see if they take this trade. I feel like they don't. Not offering this trade. Teeg is way more important than their stupid thing. Maybe I should hold that. I guess holding this lets me. It doesn't do anything, right? Actually, because I don't have my Sun Titans are in the board right now. Yeah, playing that out is fine. My Sun Titans are in the board right now. Your move, Yugi boy. Saheeli's actually a great draw, so it lets me Reflector Mage and then bounce this Electromancer again. I guess holding that land is good if I draw a 3-drop and they have a remand, so that's a reason to have held that 3-drop. Things to think about. Sure. Kill me. Your move, Storm opponent. And do the modern thing, kind of cross your fingers and go, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. All right, that I'm just holding on to for now. Not running my Lotus Cobra into their 1/3, so we'll just attack with these 2. They get a free block and they take 2. Your turn. God, how good would Staticaster have been there? Like, get you. Nice Barrel block. We've drawn a lot of mana this game, but like, we have Teeg, and we have this Reflector Mage, so you know, hopefully we'll draw some non-spells at some point. Did they put a card on top there? They went top, bottom, okay. Hopefully it's just more cantrips and not the Wipe Away or the Pyroclasm that they really need. How many Grape Shots do they normally run? 2, I believe. I believe the number is 2. I'm not sure how many they have in post-board, especially after they saw Sigarda. They probably have things like Dismember or Wipe Away in their deck right now, especially once they saw the Sigarda in game 1. Like, Dismembers and Wipe Aways certainly came in. Saheeli Rai. It's a really good draw. 3. Wow, that's a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and Reflector Mage this, or target this. I'm going to bounce this. Am I okay with this trade? Am I okay with this trade? I feel like I'm not, right? I feel like this trade's not good for me. I just want to put them to 2. What's safer? Them not having this or them not casting their things? Yeah, it's not a trade, right? Like, alright, smash you with everything else. Saheeli doesn't sacrifice the thing, she exiles it. She's not like Kiki Jiki, so you don't get a voice token out of that. If we got a voice token, I'd think about that. I think the Reflector Mage would be better than a voice token there, but making voice token value. Yep, we are end stepping, bouncing that. Alright, well, my body is ready to die. My body is ready to die. We needed a second hate piece this game. We needed a second hate piece. They have a Past in Flames or a Gifts We Are Dead. Yep. And we just kind of flooded out here a little bit, right? I'm just get out of here. Fully expected this to happen. I hate fucking armchair Twitch chat. Y'all the worst. Don't spew in my chat. If you want to spew in my chat, subscribe. If you're not gonna subscribe, at least be useful when you talk. Them's the rules. If you want to spew, pay to spew. All right, so you just have the Past in Flames in hand. I'm gonna bin Grape Shot, bin Manamorphose. Show me Past in Flames. I needed to hit an Eidolon too. I needed to hit an evolution so we could hit an Eidolon. Oh, they just have the third grape shot. Okay, they still need to show me Past in Flames. They have Baral plus 1 card here. Which magic streams? I don't really sub to any magic streams right now. I mostly don't watch them. All right. Last card was Past in Flames. Yeah, see, Trey understands. Trey's been here a long time. He's paid a lot into this. God, what a fucking tilt. Just 1 card off of just no-sirring their win there. Alright, we get to be on the play for this game. I think I'm happy with that. Reflector Mage was, like, great there, right? Like, beyond great. Yeah, just run it back. Needed a Meddling Mage, or an Eidolon, or an Evolution for one of those 2 things, or a Glen Elendra, or one of our Unified Wills, so we just didn't have a lot to work with that game, and we were still able to almost get there. Is this a trap? I'm gonna keep it. This might be a trap. This might be a trap. What problem are you hoping to solve by playing Maggots of the Moon? Tell me, riddle me this. My body is ready to die on their turn 3. That's what, just so everything is above the board, I am ready to die on their turn 3. I don't think I can mulligan this as a good conscious go. It does kind of smell like a blood moon, doesn't it? Can I get a basic Planeseer so that way we can cast the Felidar Guardian through a blood moon next turn? Yeah, I'm gonna top that just because, like, it's decent against a blood moon here. Or, like, doing this next turn. And then we can do this the following turn if this isn't good. God, what a fucking tilt. Word it in Lightning Bolt. I guess that makes sense. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, this hand was probably a trap. Untap this. Yeah, that's true. Glass half full. I didn't forget Baral of Power. We just, like, weren't playing around a Lightning Bolt, right? Like, this was our plan, right? And now they kill me on their 4. Oh yeah. Modern is interesting and interactive. I could have mulliganed the hand we had this game. It's fine. I think on the play, I think on the draw I would certainly throw it back. I think on the play this one is a-okay. Am I not dead? Nope, this is a gift I'm given. Gifts for 1. Oh god, they passed the turn. Holy crap. Well, I mean, we're not here to not go for it, right? Whee! Whee! Modern is fun and interactive. See, I was complaining about the format not being interactive, but little did I know that it wasn't interactive because of us. We're the reason that the format isn't interactive. We're the degenerate. Get Splinter Twins, nerd. Lucky, lucky, lucky. If you find yourself not winning enough matches of Modern, I would highly recommend being luckier. It is just the best possible line. Is being luckier is the best possible line. Jacob with the cheer. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Into the cup with the bits. Anyone that 5-0s anything got lucky to do so. Just stating the fact. Anyone that tells you that they 5-0'd something and they didn't get lucky to do it, they're an idiot or a liar, probably a healthy mix of the two. That's just how games with variance by design work. It's just how it works. Unless something is like really truly cracked in half, which is pretty rare. It has to be like Eldrazi good, right? Like you have to run a wee bit hot to get where you're going. I have numerous trophies and no luck. Black, red, green. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I hope they're not playing Grishelbrand. Oh, I hope they're not playing Grishelbrand. Oh, I hope they're not playing Grishelbrand. His hand doesn't do anything, right? He's a mulligan. Ah, yeah, just good deck building right there. No, MTG bot said that they usually play Grishelbrand. Can I keep this with a scribe? I'm gonna keep this with a scribe. I'm gonna keep this with a scribe. We're on the draw. I've got a scry. How greedy is it to bottom this? How greedy is it to bottom? I'm gonna bottom this. I want an Oath of Nissa. I want a Birds of Paradise. Not Grishelbrand. Ding. Not Grishelbrand. A control deck. Okay. Okay. Island Search. Probably a Blood Moon deck. I think I'm gonna grab Breeding Pool here. Lets me cast this when you draw a red source to cast the Saheeli. Could be taking turns, yep. Could be a lot of things. Could be a blue-white control deck with a little bit of bad luck. Explain why I did that bottom, please. Because I'm going to have a lot of... Okay, so it's the Living End deck. It is 10 out of 10. This means the Living End deck. For reference. This is also pretty good against the Living End plan, right? I deserve this. I'm gonna cast this Reflector Mage and put them on a 2-turn clock. This is a card we're gonna born out, believe it or not. Yeah, I have a P.O. box. I'm always happy to autograph things. You send them there. Hey, Pengu Power with the 21-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice this. I guess I should have done this pre-combat, right? Yeah, I should have done this pre-combat. Although I guess doing it pre-combat is worse against Cryptic Command. So that's a real thing. So no, I shouldn't have done it pre-combat. Here's so smart and thin Hoagland. Poke them with this. What's on top of my deck? I'm gonna bottom a land. Doesn't change the clock either. Yep, definitely correct to wait. Are you dead? You are dead. All right. All right, Unified Will sounds great. Reclamation Sage sounds great. Glen Elendra sounds great. Acidic Slime might be okay. Eidolon of Rhetoric might be okay. It means they can't play and sweep in the same turn, which is nice. Thragtusk is great. I think this top end's actually a little clunky. Reflector Mage is pretty poop. Meddling Mage seems fine. Am I supposed to trim? Am I supposed to trim some birds in this matchup? Yeah, our opponent mulliganed very low that game. Does Teeg do anything? It turns off, like, exactly Cryptic Command. It popped up. I said thank you. Pengu Power. Pengu Power, thank you for the resub. Did I miss it? 21 months. Long time. I feel like Eidolon isn't good enough. I feel like I just want to cut a bird and call it a day. Reflector Mage might actually be okay. I feel like when they go off, they don't go off with a ton of creatures a lot of the time. Sigarda giving this hexproof is kind of sweet. Yeah, it buys us a turn, but I feel like this is not the Sigarda you're thinking of. Not the Sigarda you're thinking of. If this was the other Sigarda, it would be excellent. Yeah, Living End's just not a very popular deck, so like I don't really have... Actually, I don't have any graveyard hate in our deck either. I don't have any Scavenging Oozes or anything like that, which may or may not be right. I don't know. Decks that Scavenging Ooze is good against like aren't particularly popular right now, and this deck also doesn't make a ton of green mana, so... Sand's decent. It's not like insane, but it's fine. Voice is pretty good. This hopefully finds us a land. Spending Visions, yep. No, Living End makes you sacrifice the creatures that you have in play. Good on you, Twitch chat, not knowing how Magic works. Why do people talk? Why, if the thing that you're going to say is wrong is so easily verifiable, just shut your mouth. It's the Mark Twain quote, right? To be better to stay silent and be thought a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. Land? God, I am just so good at this. Okay, so now here's the question. We're definitely playing this. The question is, do I want to play a 2-drop here? I think I want to just play the bird, right? My gut says I want to play the bird. Sticking Voice while they're tapped out is kind of appealing. I'm not angry. I'm just like, you know, people are used to just getting to spew everywhere. And you don't get to spew here. Yeah, this deck doesn't cascade. It uses as Foretold. Two and three. All right, so what are we doing here? I kind of want to just Rallier, right? So the fact that I didn't draw a land here makes having played the fetch land last turn feel a little bit bad. I think it was right to hedge against drawing another land. I think I'm just going to go... Do this. Pass the turn. We really like them to miss on a landing in this turn. It would be great for us. Okay, Oath of Nissa is not terrible. It could possibly be another land for us. And is I'm supposed to get acidic slime there. Yep, that's a remand. That just happens. So this is coming off next turn, which means like they're kind of getting close to living ending. Is it just voice? Yeah, it's probably just voice, right? It's probably just supposed to be voice here. It's fine if they living end us. I'm gonna grab Breeding Pool here since, what's it called? We have Unified Wills in our deck. I feel like I probably could have sequenced a little bit better. We've really got punished for playing my fetch land in 2 and not drawing another land. It's possible maybe the right play was waiting there. And just going Cobra into it. Because if we would have gone Cobra into it, we would have gotten to go like Renegade into Saheeli into stuff. Like if we get living ended here, we feel a little bit bad. Whoa, are they just passing the turn? That would be so good for us. Fetch land would be insane. Pact for the cat, right? Thank you, Reddit. All right, another voice. I think we just play the voice, right? He did play a land there. Hey, Professor Yana with the 21-month resubscription. Thank you and welcome back. I do appreciate that. Long time. I think I'm just going to scry with this. Yeah, they missed a land drop on 2 and 3. This is turn 5. So yeah, so they missed their land drop on 3 and 4, sorry, and then hit their land on 5 when the Ancestral Visions came off. So this is kind of risky. It's like, do they let this resolve or do they counter it, give me 2 voice tokens, and then if they don't hit their living end piece that they need, they could just die. Which is kind of scary for them. If this resolves, I'm going up with it. We're gonna remand me. Yep. Now they're on the living end or bust plan, which they're getting to see 5 cards here, right? They're getting to hit off the remand. They're getting to hit 3 hits off the Ancestral Visions. They get hit off their draw step. A 4/4 and a 3/4 in here. You got it? So this is a cryptic command coming. This is a cryptic command. So we're not playing spells pre-combat because I don't want them to counter my spell and then tap my team. That does unfortunately cut us off of a mana here, which sucks. I suppose I can technically like make a Birds of Paradise here, right? Like play this Lotus Cobra. That's probably worse than scrying, right? We just like want to counterspell at this point. Yep. Yes. Nothing, I'm good. That's not how floating mana works. Floating mana empties at the end of each phase change. So okay, there's the As Foretold. I'm assuming the Living End's gonna pop up now. Yep. Now I kind of wish I would have kept that fetch land on top of my deck. Reclamation Sage. Well, now I just go, yeah, I wish I would have kept the fetch land. If we'd have kept the fetch land, we'd be in a great spot. I guess I should have figured they were on Living End or Bust and just kept the fetch land there. I think that's what should have happened. And then I'm going to go ahead and Saheeli this elemental token, and now I have to block 2 of these. I guess I could technically double block one of them, then like my Cobras are still in play. Rex Sage does, but I think I want my elementals to be larger. And like, if I would have kept that fetch land on top of my deck, the fetch land would have made 5 mana, so I could have like acidic slimed one of their enchantments here, which would have been ideal. Someone type exclamation point Pact in chat. Yeah, you're right, Ryan. They could have killed all of those there. Wow, what a blowout. All right, so you have another Living End then? Yep, so I messed this game up. I could have, I guess we can rip Felidar Guardian, right? And have it. I should have kept that fetch land on top of my deck, and then we'd have killed this. If I'd have kept that fetch land on top of my deck, I'd have killed their As Foretold there, and then they wouldn't have been able to re-Living End their troops back into play, and then we'd be ahead right now. So that was on me. I think I'm happy with how we boarded. No? How did we have lethal? How did we have lethal? How do we evo for the Guardian? Pact for Bird, yep. And then Bird only turns into a 3-drop. God, chat is so dumb. It's really not that hard to like pose things as questions instead of saying like, nah, you missed lethal because you're an idiot. K Mueller with the 3-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support, a quarter of a year. Yeah, I think I messed that game up. I think I should have kept that fetch land. I should have thought about like, okay, they have to clear our board here. And then if they clear our board, what's the best line for us? We go Cobra, fetch land, acidic slime, one of their things. And then we actually could have Saheeli acidic slimed the other thing as well. And that would have been ideal. So it's okay. It's like not exciting, but it's fine, right? We're dumb, don't listen to us. You'd 5-0 every time if chat lethal was always lethal. They ain't that the fucking truth. That's the gosh darn truest thing uttered today. Alright, I'm banning that person because I'm not sure if they're either stupid or a troll, and neither is welcome in my chat. Please play your enchantment. Please play your enchantment. Rats. They just like turn 3ing me? They just like turn 3, make a 3/4? Is that what's happening here? It smells like turn 3, make a 3/4, right? Spell Pierce is bold. Demir Aqueduct. That's something. You can read all about this deck on Gathering Magic. Check out this link here. All right, so land. Saheeli. Bird. This might be a little aggressive. This isn't coming off for another turn, right? Yep. And just hope they don't have it. Tank, play my best possible cards. Alright, maybe Unified Will's not good in this matchup. Because they're gonna have more creatures than we do. It's unfortunate. Yeah, right? Where's my Avalanche Riders? It's probably fine, right? We're gonna lose this game, but I think I definitely punted the second game. I think Unified Will's fine. I said maybe. I was unsure of my statement. So long Saheeli. I guess if I would have gone ++ on her, she wouldn't have died to the Curator. I would have dealt 5 less points of damage, though. 4 less points of damage, because she would have done 1 when she ticked up. Maybe that was worthwhile. Maybe it was worthwhile to have her not die to this Curator and get a couple of extra scries in. That's really unfortunate. I feel about this Renegade Rallier. Probably pretty good. Voice sucks a little bit less against Remand. Oh. The Rallier's pretty bad against Remand, right? Yeah, like, how many counter spells did they leave in against our deck full of Voice of Resurgence? Did we get remanded in the second game? Does anyone know? I feel like we did. The upside to Rallier is pretty huge. That's how we got those tokens. Yeah, you're right. You're right, that was how we got those tokens. There was definitely remand in their deck turn 2, game 2. Was it game 1? It might have been game 1. The Rallier is the way higher upside play. The Rallier potentially turns on this living end too. Get a breeding pool here in case we rip Glen Elendra. They have sweepers, like, the tokens off of Voice are less important when you have sweepers. Meddling Mage is an okay hit here. Turns on, I guess it doesn't really turn on Unified well.
You know where Jake's code is?
I do not. This doesn't do anything. Turn a target spell if you control more creatures. I do not. How do you feel about attacking with both of these? If I attack with both of these, either they can go to 1, but they could also block this and then this goes on. Do I ship with both? I feel like I ship with both, right? I feel like they just take 2. I'm fine turning the stage into something else. I think I just do this. Alright, now what's this Rallier getting back? What's this Rallier getting back? Is it getting back Voice or is it getting back Meddling Mage? How do you feel about getting back Meddling Mage? This is a lethal attacker now too. Yeah, I kind of like naming Cryptic Command here. Yep. Yeah, it's a website that you put cards you want to rent in a shopping cart, and then you send them money, and they send you the cards for the allotted amount of time. Hold this Misty Rainforest for now. This is the 5th match. We beat Storm in the 4th. This is game 3. I punted the 2nd game. Because I'm a big, dumb, stupid. Big, dumb, stupid who does big, stupid things. Wow. Yeah, it's real bad for us. Yeah, bottom. Seems good for us. There's no Dryad Arbor in our deck. Mana base in this deck is very conservative. It's basically a green-white deck. Green-white deck with a couple of small splashes, one of which Oath of Nissa basically enables all on its own. My opponent is 3-1. They are not 5-0. And the mono blue living end deck has top 8'd or 5-0'd a bunch of times in the last week. Like, every other major Magic streamer has streamed it, which is why I haven't. And it's been featured on Channel Fireball and Star City. And really, if you, like, use that little brain God gave you, I promise you, you can find the deck list that my opponent's playing. This is probably getting a Bajuka Bog. Clear out my crypt. Yep. This makes their next living end much better. My favorite play in paper from a GP or SCG. Not really have anything that stands out. When your opponent plays so slowly, it's really tilting. It lets me like sit here and agonize over the fact that I punted game 2. And we shouldn't even be playing a 3rd game if I was slightly brighter. You probably just like crack me for 8 here, right? We've never played. We play a lot of shitty decks on stream, but we have not quite played anything as bad as Crackle Ironworks to date. All right. I mean, this technically could turn on our Unified Will, right? No townships on our deck. Our mana base is really clean. No colorless lands of any sort. Remains here kind of sucks. Upside to holding that fetch land. You definitely don't want to fetch to thin in this deck too often because being able to trigger these revolts is pretty good. You're getting remanded, just like tank, plate, make the best possible play. Classic MTGO. Force them to blow this up. I guess this doesn't technically force them to blow this up, does it? It could just let them like chump and throw something in the bin. This attack might be terrible. Alright, opponent, diddle me. Wow, that's good for us. Okay, so we're looking for As Foretold or Living End. And by good for us, I mean they have one, they're looking for the other. They're going to Bajuka Bog us, and we're dead. Okay. Yep. Attack for 8, and then Living End us post-combat. Nope. Alright. That. Yep. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Not a good chance, but a chance nonetheless. Attack's not quite lethal, right? Would have been nuts if this hit something with power. Block, go to 1. Need to hit a Saheeli there. Saheeli would have been the nuts, right? We'd have tapped it and then had Unified Will up. Do I attack with Voice? Maybe. Maybe attacking with Voice is good there. That feels kind of loose. I don't know. Like, putting these into their bin for the eventual Living End seems kind of bad. Give this now, so this is the attack. Do I chump with this bird? No, I'm probably not supposed to chump with this bird, right? I don't want them to be able to, like, kill one of my creatures or Vapor Stag me or something in response. I think I just take this hit, and then we hope this Unified Will is enough to get there. And we just Unified Will the As Foretold here. Hope they don't have a negate. Am I about to get double Spell Pierced? Please let this just be a Desperation Spell Pierce. Are there 3 fucking Spell Pierces in their deck right now? Well, we punted game 2, and because this is a no justice stream, we snuck out the win in the last one. We did it! Right? Alright, I don't know that I deserved that one, but we did do it. Yeah, lucky is certainly better than good. Lucky is certainly better than good. Oh. I was so ready for the third Spell Pierce final up. I was like, oh god, we're about to get Spell Pierced again. And we're just gonna slide out of my chair. Ban basic forest. Static man for that. Where's the Cobra Saheeli link?